What's up, guys? Rick from DFS On Demand here, and I get a lot of the same questions a lot, so I figured I would try to start to create some videos to address those questions. The number one question that I get is usually, where do you get your data from? Which is a bigger question. It's kind of from all over the place. A data provider, I take it from other websites. We'll address that at some point here in the future. But the second question that I get is like, how can I see all the other scorers in the league? For example, if I have players on my team, I can see how many fantasy points they have scored for that night. But if I don't have someone on my fantasy team, it's difficult for me to see their production, which is crazy, right? Like, why doesn't DraftKings, why doesn't FanDuel just have a leaderboard, break it down by position, break it down by value, break it down by whatever you want, so that I can see the top performers across the league? I don't have to go through a contest and try to click on everybody else's team and try to find a specific guy that I'm looking for. So that has always been a problem for me. I don't like the way that that's set up. So I came up with a very simple solution to this, and I just created a custom fantasy league that I'm the only person in using the DraftKings or the FanDuel scoring system. Okay? It took me a while to figure that out. I don't know why it never dawned on me before, but I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So I use Flea Flicker. I am not affiliated with Flea Flicker in any way, except for the fact that I use it for a Dynasty NBA league that I'm in with my buddies, and actually football too. They're Dynasty leagues. So they're very customized. There's a lot of weird rules. You keep like 9 players. So it's just, what Flea Flicker is good at is it allows you to customize almost anything, which is why I use it for Dynasty leagues. But it's also handy for this problem that we have, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So like, here's my basketball leagues that I'm in. This is my Dynasty league. First of all, 11-2 currently. Thank you very much. But I have a mock DraftKings basketball league. And if I click into this, you'll see like I'm literally the only person. There's no games. There's nothing. There's no opponents. There's nothing going on. All I've done is gone into the settings, and they have, I mean, you can see how customizable it is. I edit the scoring rules, and I do a custom scoring system. And the scoring system that you're looking at, if you're watching on the video version of this, it mimics DraftKings, right? So you get 1 point for every point. You get 1.25 for every rebounds. Your steals are in here, and then they even allow you to do things like the triple-double and the double-double bonus, which is very nice. So basically, I've just mocked this up to be in line with DraftKings or FanDuel or whatever site that I'm playing on with their scoring rules. And now what I'm able to do is a couple of things. I'm able just to go to the Players tab, which is just literally every player. And you can see, so this breaks them down by total fantasy points. I don't know if I can do it by tonight, but this column here is tonight's scoring. So I can see James Harden, with 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the third, has 42.5 DraftKings points. I can see that Joel Embiid scored 51, and that game is a final, and he lost to Oklahoma City tonight. So I can quickly go through, and here's another game in action. Jokic, 1 minute into the game, has 3 points. So this is very handy if I want to just go out and see who the top scorers are in the league. I think I can do this by, I can do this by point guard, right? I can change it by position, and I can just scroll through and see these players. So really, really handy. If there's a specific player that I'm looking for, we already saw Embiid on the other one. But I can do, I think I have to be on the All Players tab here. Hold on a second. Yeah, here we go. So if I search here, I'll get everybody, right? So I can go look for Ben Simmons, and here's what Ben Simmons did. So if there's someone specific you're looking for, you can just go find them instead of clicking through all the lineups. Or if what I want to do is, like maybe I want to go through and add players before the game starts who are in my lineup or guys that I want to keep track of. What I tend to do is I just star them here. So I'll just star a handful of players and guys that are actually playing tonight. And then I think the best way to go about this is through go back to my team and then do watched, and it would give me these players. So I can actually just like have this screen up. So I can list out my players, maybe a couple of handful of other players I wanted to watch. Because maybe if I have a core of, 10, 12, 15 players tonight, I can't look at one lineup and follow them, but I can put all of those guys into this watched list and just refresh it and see, what their progress is as these games go on. This to me has been really handy over the years, just so I don't have to be constantly clicking around. There might be better ways to do this. If you have some, let me know. But I've just got teams created in made up leagues, and I mean I think you can do it for the 4 major sports here. So you can do it for basketball, baseball, football, and hockey on Flea Flicker. There might be other sites you can do this on, but this is what works for me, and I hope it works for you. Let me know if you have a better way to do this or a different way to do it. Tweet me. It's at DFS On Demand, or leave a comment below. See ya.